This is question 11 of the 2009 Mathematics KCPE paper. So the question is, what is the value of, and then we have, first of all in brackets, 4.5 minus 2.25 plus 1.5 divided by 3/2, and then all of that divided by 2. So okay, according to BODMAS, what we're going to do first is all this that's here in the brackets. And this can seem a bit daunting at first because you have all these mixed fractions. What I'm going to do is to make them all equivalent, so make it so that they're all over the same denominator. So I'll see if I can make it so they're all over something of the form something over 4, where x is the numerator. So okay, so if you recall how we do that, so with the example of 4.5, we multiply this number here by the denominator, and then we add the result to the numerator. So for 4.5, what we would get is 4 times by 2 is 8. 8 add 1 is 9. So we would get 9/2. But I want to make it so that they're all over 4. So the equivalent of this would be to turn that into from something that's over 2 into something that's over 4. We're timesing this 2 by 2. So we'd need to times 9 by 2 as well. So 9 times by 2 is 18. So we'd end up with 18/4. So we just need to do that for all the others here. So that would be, so let me do it very quickly, but you can do this more slowly in your own time to get an understanding of how it's done. So 2 times by 4 is 8. 8 add 1 is 9, so we get 9/4 for this. So I'm just rewriting this whole thing. So 1 times by 2 is 2, add 1 is 3, so that's 3/2, or we could write that as 6/4. This and this are basically the same number, so that would be divided by 6/4. And since the 2 is not in the brackets, let's just leave that as divided by 2. So this makes it a lot easier for us to do the sum, because they're all over the same denominator. So but we still need to remember BODMAS. So that is brackets over division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So we do the division first in these brackets. So that would be 6 divided by 4 divided by 6 divided by 4. And the answer to that is, because whenever you divide something by itself, unless you're dividing by 0, which you shouldn't do, you will get 1. So the answer to this is 1. So we can rewrite this again as 1, or what the equivalent in this would be, which is 4/4, because we want them to all be over the same denominator. Then we can do some subtraction. 18 subtract 9 is 9. So we can rewrite this as well as 9 divided by 4. And then we have 9 divided by 4, add 4/4, which is 13. So we have 13/4. Then we need to divide 13/4 by 2. Dividing 13/4 by 2 is the same as timesing the denominator by 2. So what we get for the overall answer is 13/8. So we're looking here to see which of these are equivalent to 13/8. They've all been put as mixed fractions, so I guess we need to put 13/8 as a mixed fraction as well to see what it ends up as. So to do that, we need to see how many times does 8 go into 13. 8 goes into 13, or that's the same as dividing 8 by 13. 8 goes into 13 once, so we have one whole number 1. And then what we get left over would be the same as 13 minus 8, which is 5. So the answer is 1 and 5/8. That is D. So the answer to this question is D.